Hello, my name is Barbara Elvira Hokkanen, and it is 11:42 on Sunday, the 2nd of September 2018. Okay, I wanted to read a few notes that I had made a couple days ago. Anyways, religion makes God out to be without humor and old-fashioned, a sexless prude. Now think of it, God made tits and ass and sex, so how can you possibly think that sex is out of the question? You have to think of what God created us as, not to be all bound up and wearing chastity belts. God is very modern. God put it into our minds to implant parts of our bodies. It's part of our vocabulary these days, is to have cosmetic surgery. But the thing is not to be so obsessed with the outside, and then inside there's no character, no connection with our maker. You have to be sure that you have inside and outside. The outside, it's nice to maintain the figure and physique, but not at the cost of the inside of a person, the personality of a person. The personality of a person is very important. Yes, look at me if you want to see modern. I'm very modern, and I am with God. So, oh yes, this is something that really perturbs me, that people put guilt and regret in aging. What this is a skin bag holding and marinating the soul and the spirit. That is what is important, that it's the inside marinating. This cell structure on the outside, it's a bag that ages. Oh, it's like if your neck is going to go, your face is going to go. It just goes. So to have regret about it is just ridiculous. It really, really is. The way I look at it, I'm getting more love in my story as I age. I'm very pleased to be aging, and that I've made it this far and lived this long. So I'm really happy that God has given me this time. God is not into oppression and suffering, contrary to popular religions. It's crazy. God is not into hearing a suffering vibe. There's no joy for God in hearing us suffering. There's no joy in that for God. I know that. God wants us to be giving off the best vibe that we can, because the new element is the vibe that a person gives off. It is a tangible element, the vibe. You can feel it, you can see it, the vibe. And I think that is why we're put here on this earth, to give as good a vibe as we can, because God is receiving all the vibes that we send out. And think of it, would you want to be receiving harsh, suffering, pissed off vibes? No, God wants us to be doing exactly what it is that gives us a good vibe. That is the key to life, and that is where people get screwed up. They're into acquiring things, but what is the vibe you're giving off? It's not so much the fashion that you're wearing, it's what vibe you're giving off when you're wearing the fashion. And really, when it's hot out and these ladies are wearing all these wrapped up in these scarves, it's like they are thinking it's hot. They cannot be thinking it's not hot, because if it is hot, it is even hotter than not wearing one. So this is the vibe that God is getting, that all these voices crying out, souls crying out, is hot. Why It's hot. So God is not into suffering. I can guarantee you that. This is the marination zone, this earth zone. We're here on this ship to marinate what's inside of us. That's the punchline. It's not the outside. It's not the outside. Although I like these nice things that I have. I like how I look. I happen to be lucky that way. Plus, I beam with God, so God helps me be beautiful. But I watched Batman versus Superman the other night, Batman versus the Joker with Heath Ledger, and my God, that guy's face was blown off. Half of his face was completely oh my God, I thought, oh my God, could happen to anybody. It could absolutely happen to anybody at any time. So, to get all caught up in your looks, it's crazy. You can't have everything hinging on the looks. You want to try and look as nice as you can, if that's in your mind. If not, well, you better have something nice inside. The personality is the thing that really hits home. Okay, I'm going to do a random pick before my 15 minutes is up. Maybe I get more than 15 minutes, I don't know. Random pick coming up. I wrote it down already for today. I didn't write the random pick, but the date. Okay. Oh God, I picked another not diverse. Daniel. Revival. 37 is the word. Revival. 7. Revival. 7. Revival. 37. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the clouds in my eyes. Daniel is traveling tonight on a plane. I can see the red tail lights heading for Spain. I can see Daniel waving goodbye. God, it looks like Daniel must be the tears in my eyes. That was, Daniel was the heading of the page. And choice selections: the new heart, personal responsibility, untempered mortar, the search for a man of integrity, sentimental hearers, chapters for ministers, revival. And then right underneath the book of Daniel. Right underneath the book of Daniel. I'm going to do a random thing. Down at a place east of the city. Down at. And this is Jonah. Jonah 4. Okay, Jonah went out and sat down at a place east of the city. There he made himself a shelter, sat in its shade, and waited to see what happened to the city. Then the Lord provided a vine that made it grow up so that, so what this is, I don't know if you're familiar with the story of Jonah, but Jonah was a prophet, and God told him to go to Nineveh and preach to the people and tell them that their city was going to be destroyed because there was nobody good in it. So Jonah sat back and he wanted to see the city destroyed. So God did not destroy the city. He saved all the people. Nobody died. And Jonah was pissed off. And God said, should you be so pissed off when all these people are now not dead? So Okay, he wanted to die, and he said, it would be better for me to die than to live. But God said to Jonah, do you have a right to be angry about the vine? I do, he said, I am angry enough to die. But the Lord said, you have been concerned about this vine, though you did not tend it or make it grow. It sprang up overnight and died overnight. But Nineveh has more than 120,000 people who cannot tell their right hand from their left, and many cattle as well. Should I not be concerned about that great city? A vine came up to give Jonah shade, and then it died. So Jonah was pissed off that I can't believe the guy was pissed off about a fucking plant. Oh, jeez. People of very little character. Anyways, I think that's it for now. Ta-ta for now.